It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Just set. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
11, Thomas. 11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Inside the 10. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
From midfield now, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
On third down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You talk about this Bengals defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Inside handoff. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw here. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
11, 11. 11, Thomas. Back.
Play action. It's Burrow. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the hook up to Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14. Steelers 7.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bengals at 7-4 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their... He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Steelers 24, Bengals 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They're on 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the Bengals have recovered it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gun. 11 mighty. 12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third down and 13. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time? Pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw.
7-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after him right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now 2nd and 9.
11 MT, take. 11 MT. 11.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Shot.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
It's a gain of 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
11.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
11.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 12. 11 MT.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11, Thomas.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and 1 to give him a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
White 80. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Stop.
Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. He's got McLaurin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's
a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll come up now on second down. He's back to throw. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. expected. They're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.